Let's get started. Let me get set up. Yesterday we started rewriting gas. I didn't get that far, but it's a nice little start that I got here. And so really all I did yesterday was the activation of the ability. I guess I still need to activate the ability, but we need to do that, and then we need to start a cooldown as well. All right, let me get a pinned message going here. B++, game dev, D. Roguelite. There we go. Okay, let's pin that. Oh. Okay. So yeah, I have a ability activation processor now that I think does all the required checks. You know, checking for cooldown, range, cost, and tags in order to activate an ability. I need to call activate ability, and this, I didn't realize that this method is not public. So, call activate ability is protected. Does this have like a friend class on the ability system component? Is that the deal here? Friend. Yes, it does. Okay, so I need to do friend class. Here's what I need to do, I think. Well, I just need to override it. I just need to override it and then call it myself. Activate ability. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna make one called my activate ability. I don't know, what do we call it? Yeah, just my activate ability, I guess, for lack of a better, better term. And really, all I want is the actor info. That's it. The rest can be empty. I believe. We'll see what happens. So that should be public. And then we can call that. What game are you creating? It's going to be an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural destructible terrain. And right now I'm working on rewriting the gameplay ability system with an Unreal Engine. And I need to rewrite it because it's not performant enough at the scale that I am going to run my game at. You know, I want thousands and thousands and thousands of NPCs in the world. And the gameplay ability system kind of prevents me from having more than like maybe 200 entities in combat. So I'm working on that. It's gonna be a while before I can hit the play button because of it. I may need a second coffee today. We'll see. Okay, so that's gonna get called there. Start cooldown. Yeah, so this is where I ended last stream at, thinking about starting the cooldown. And I was thinking of, do I start it in this processor, or do I start it in like another processor that just reads active abilities and, like, I don't know, like tries to check if there's an existing cooldown for it or not, or something like that. I can either do it that way, reading the active abilities, or I could do something like, yeah, treat the ability as an entity. I could just create an entity with one piece of data on it, that data being the ability itself. Ghost, welcome in, dude. Welcome in. And I guess right now what I'm doing is not doing the ability as an entity approach so far. That seems to just be like the first place that I go in my head when I'm thinking about these things. But that does mean that, well, let's just try to write the, I am going to need, let's just write a cooldown processor and see how that goes. Let's just do that. What's your approach going to be about rewriting? Making sibling classes or fully rewriting? Well, I think I'm going to do it in steps. And I wrote some notes out. Where are my notes at? Yeah, I wrote some notes here about like some potential options and like I kind of know what like the world should look like. Like the inevitable state is going to be an ability is an entity, as is an effect. That is going to be an entity as well. And then those entities have like, you know, the ability entity will have like apply effect data, range data, cost data on it. And then all of that individual pieces of data, you know, make up the ability. And then the effect will be something like periodic effect, you know, damage effect, attribute modifier data, stuff like that. But going straight there means I would literally have to rewrite everything. And all of the logic that I have in my gameplay abilities would be for naught. Or not. And so what I'm thinking of is like, I'm going to have to write these kind of life cycle, these ability life cycle processors either way. And this is for like activating an ability, canceling an ability, you know, checking if it's allowed to be activated, all that stuff. And so my intermediary step is I'm still going to use the gameplay ability and the gameplay effects so that, you know, I don't have to rewrite all of just like the ability specific logic, and I can just write these like life cycle methods that take those and execute them. This is still going to be inefficient, and it's not going to be very ECS, but it's just kind of like a nice stopping place, right? Or a nice middle ground. Have you thought about the game name? No, I have not. Not at all. Well, I mean, I've thought about it, but I don't have any game name. It's just called My Project right now. More ECS than love it. Yeah, I need it to be more efficient. But yeah, the gameplay effect application and removal and stuff like that, I'm still going to have to do that. I mean, so essentially, like, the first goal is to just remove the ability system component completely from the equation. So I should no longer, once I'm done with this first step, I should no longer be using that anywhere, which is great. Great news. Good news, everyone. But we're gonna make a cooldown processor, I suppose. And so this is going to be something that just like ticks down. So I should be able to get rid of timers as well, which will be nice. Because I know there's a big chunk on my game thread where timers are just ticking. So it would be nice to get rid of those. And I know that that's a part of like gameplay effect executes. There's like a bunch of internal timers under the hood. Anyways, a processor. This is going to be called ability cooldown processor. Why? What is the UX there? Come on, guys. Okay, so let's create our process function here. Process entities. There we go. All right. So we have this process entities. And I guess we just start querying. With all, we'll throw stuff in there. Dot for each. Let's, yeah, the scope name. Always throw that in there. It's important for tracing. Okay. Excuse me. So this is going to be with all, and I guess there was the activated ability data. So I need to know all the activated abilities. And then I guess like activated ability data. I mean, I could just put the cooldown itself will just be on the ability for now, I think. Well, I mean, I would just be I could just create a piece of data for that, I think. It would just be based off of the cooldown on the ability at first, I think. So when I could either put like cooldown abilities here, like abilities on cooldown, or I could create a new piece of data for it. What's the best? I mean, I don't know what the best option is. What is the gooderest option here? I feel like putting it in its own data is more modular, more annoying as well, but then I would have to like add that data. Like I would be looking at, I could just add the cooldown data from here right after I activate the ability, or like say, because like I'm adding the activated ability to the activated abilities data here. I could just add, if it has a cooldown, add it here as well. I'm not sure which I would prefer. It feels, I guess I'm a little reluctant to add more data in here just because this feels like kind of a large processor anyway. I mean, let's just put everything in here for now. We'll profile it, then we can move it out and see which one's more performant. Yeah, okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Data. Cooldown ability data. Let's get rid of that. They need to be used structs. Okay, cooldown ability data. And then you are going to have, I guess, a float for cooldown remaining. Is that going to be, do I need anything else other than that? My dog is currently hacking on my bed behind me. No, I mean like coughing, not like he's not on a computer right now hacking. That's not the kind of hacking. I mean. Oh shit, my dog's hacking into the mainframe. Oh fuck. His name is Mr. Famous. So it's the most hacker name I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, I guess it just cooldown. Well, I need the ability ID too, or something, right? So right now I'm just using T subclass of my gameplay ability base. Forward declare that. Ability class. Should it be a class? No, it should be a pointer, right? It should be a pointer for the ID. And thanks for the sub. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, I need this to be an instantiation of it. I need you to actually be the pointer. We can make it a weak pointer. I don't need like the actual one. Okay, so when we're creating the ability data, we need to do this here. And I guess I need the with optional F. I need something to store this in. F, wait, I created one already. Abilities on cooldown. Okay, so am I going to do it by class, I guess then? Hang on, what did I do here? Yeah, okay, okay. So yeah, I guess I'm just treating them as instanced per entity. Because you know how like in gas the abilities can be instanced per execution or like instance per actor or something like that. I guess I'm like by default treating these as instanced instance per entity. Yeah. And then I could do that. Abilities on cooldown data. Refresh the chat. Mind refreshing the audience on the engine and game you're making briefly as to not disturb your current thought. That's the most respectful I've ever had someone ask what I'm working on. Thank you for that. Thank you. Take notes, YouTube chat. Take notes. I am working on... I could actually show it. I never shut down the engine. I never shut down the engine from yesterday, so it's not currently compiling. I am working on an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural destructible terrain and AI-generated quests. As a part of that, I want to run the entire world. Here's my procedural terrain generation. Just one random seed. So it'll be seeded random, you know, like very much like Minecraft. Every time you create a character, it'll be a new world. Different classes to pick from, lots of talents to choose from. I have some talent trees here and stuff. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Did I not turn that off? No, I guess I didn't. Okay, so some of the entities look a little strange. Some of the entities look a little strange. Yeah, usually that was like an old test. That was a test, ignore these. But anyways, this is my world. And I want it to be very, very performant because it's a large world. I am only, that generation was only about this big. It's only about that big. So we have all these different zones that are like different biomes. And if you make a colony like right here and then you run like all the way over here, like I want your colony to still be running. And I want any NPC ran colonies to be running as well. And so I want thousands and thousands of entities running throughout the world. That comes with some very particular sets of technical challenges to hurdle. And so I'm getting through those now. I wrote my own ECS to do so. We have underground caves, which is a huge pain. There's apparently a giant crater over here. I've been working on this for almost 3 years now. Approaching 3 years here in a couple months. And I didn't know anything about Unreal Engine or C++ or game dev before that, so it has been a long, long learning process. But yeah, that's just like one random seed. I'm gonna go ahead and change the seed. 725 is 726. We'll see what this next seed looks like. I got a nice red zone here. Cool. Yeah, this was just me playing around with different textures in different zones. Like we have the dark green over here, and of course I don't blend them, so that looks a little jarring of a transition there. So this is supposed to be like the assets spawned here are like my meadows biome, but the terrain is supposed to be my like super rocky, craggy, difficult to build in, but high resource to range in. Do a little bit of combat. Yeah. It's a little tab targety at the moment. I want it to be a bit more interactive than that. So it's not just like straight up tab target, but that's what I got so far. We'll have destructible terrain. It sort of works. It's just kind of proof of concepted at the moment. and it kind of sucks. And by kind of, I mean it sucks. But the terrain does technically deform at runtime. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's seriously impressive. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, my entities are a little strange here. Okay, fire enchant the weapon. I'm dealing fire damage on each swing. That's the orange number. Do a little special attack here. Oh my god, I need to fix that. Yeah, so ding level 2. Stop swinging. Thank you. Let's see, is there a, let me get a, I'll show the AI generated quest here. If we can find one. Give me a colonist, please. None of them are changing. Here we go. Dev Whispers Song. So I'm going to generate a quest. So this is now currently sending an API request to the Gemini API. Asking for a JSON object for a fantasy. Like, I gave it a JSON schema. And I was like, hey, fill this out with a fantasy RPG video game quest. And what I did is I dumped every single, like, character that spawned into the world. Into the prompt. And, yeah, I just like, hey, just give me a quest, basically. But this is Dev Whisper Song. He's a 30-year-old male orc warrior who is stubborn and greedy. Dev grew up in a tribe renowned for their stubborn resilience and their warrior traditions. They gained a reputation as a fierce warrior, but also for their relentless ambition and tendency to prioritize their own gain over others. So let's see what his quest is that returned here. So we have Silence the Spirits, Find the Stone is the quest name. My name is Ellen Windhaven, so... He says, Windhaven, you're a shaman, right? Good. I've heard whispers. Restless spirits near the Whispering Peaks. They're making it hard to hunt. Animals are spooked, and I'm losing profit. These spirits are protecting special stones that would be worth a bag of gold each. I need them silenced. Quiet them down, figure out why they're so riled up, and find the stone that is attracting them. Bring me that whispering stone, and do try to be quiet. I don't need more unwanted attention. And so we get, like, the quest objectives here. And I give it like some options to pick from for like quest objectives. And so like one of them is like explore, defeat, obtain, talk to. I think there's also like build is another one and a few others. And then we also get some like dialogue options here. Tell me more. You know, what do you know? And then I can be like, yes, I'll help you. Yeah. Well, AI generated quests. They're not like very completable at the moment, so still more work to be done there. But the system does exist. I tries to use rich text formatting. Yeah, and I might try to enable some like markdown or something like that, you know. It is difficult to like, yeah, give me a markdown format, but inside of a JSON object. Inside of a JSON string. But yeah, I think it would be good to, because you know how like in Legend of Zelda when you talk to an NPC, I like how they do their dialogue, because they make it kind of short and sweet, and then they always highlight or bold important words, which I think is nice. And I kind of want to do something similar. So it would be nice if I get the AI to just fucking do that for me. But yeah, that's a little bit about the game. We'll look at one more seed, and then I need to probably get back to work here. 727. Kind of a boring seed. Kind of a boring seed. Let's get a good one. Oh, another boring one. I don't know why. I feel like the flat zones are always the largest. There we go. There's a good seed. I'm probably going to spawn in that cave, though. Any tips on getting zombie animations to work with animation BP with pawn sensing? I mean, what does pawn sensing have to do with the animations? I mean, any animations for that matter. Oh, are you looking for animations? You can try Mexamo. I know they have some zombie ones in there. Free ones. Yeah, so I spawned in this giant cave, but a cool cave. What a cool cave it is. Yeah, that's a nice seed. That's a nice seed. I am in the Basilisk's Gaze, which is right next to the Sacred Grove, Emberglow Basin, Emberthorn Ridge, the 6th Circle of Hell, and Bloodfang Valley, and Thornwall Forest. Where is this light coming from? Is it like shining from down there? Interesting. But yeah, that's the game. That is a bit about the game. RPG Colony Sim Roguelite, procedural terrain, AI generated quests. All I mean is enemies that chase and attack. Are you asking like how to make them animate? Or are you asking where can I find animations? Yeah, you can try. Mixamo, I'm pretty sure, does have some zombie animations. But other than that, I mean, just standard animation blueprint stuff. I don't have any like specific tips for that. Just have to kind of figure out how they work. Anyways, yeah, I need to do a cooldown processor for my rewrite of the gameplay ability system within Unreal Engine because it's not performant enough for me. I know UE Dev optimizes Unreal Engine. I'm doing the dark arts here, forbidden technology happening before your very eyes. Yeah, so I need a cooldown processor, which I have activated ability data. Good. And then I would maybe want the F abilities on cooldown data. The drawing ability system. Hell yeah. Drawing ECS. Abilities on cooldown, and then I give it cooldown ability data. Is that what I would want? Because I think in the future what I'm going to have is an entity with this on it. Let's do this and let's make some equality operators, just taking into account the ability. I can't do that, huh? Because it's incomplete. Okay, that's fine. Give me the hash operator now too. Don't hash cooldown remaining. Okay. Cooldown ability data. Yeah, how to make them animated in Unreal from Mixamo, but thanks, brother. I'll figure it out. Yeah, so you can. There's like I think they have a tool for like retargeting the Mixamo animations onto like the Unreal Engine skeleton or something. But I think they actually have like I think you can export like the zombie model and use that as well if you're interested. But yeah, other than that, I mean, once you get it retargeted from that tool, which I've used, then you just go into animation blueprints, you know, set up like a little locomotion blend space, run that bad boy, you know, Yeah, I'm not the greatest at animation or animating in Unreal, so I don't have anything like specific for you, unfortunately. But abilities on cooldown data. Did you use some plugin for UE to bake animations to textures? Yeah, there's a built-in, there's like an Unreal Engine plugin for it. It's just called, I think it's just called FAT. Or anim to texture or something like that. Yeah, so do I want to add to contain abilities on cooldown contains, does that still work? I don't know if that's going to work. So I think I want to say something like, let's create the ability cooldown data. It's so weird because like I know this is, whatever I do here is not going to be the final solution. Let me grab the abilities. We'll just stick with the abilities on cooldown data. Let me grab that. Abilities on cooldown data. It's optional. Right. Okay, so we'll want to do something like if abilities on cooldown data, else abilities on cooldown dot. I guess we'll just add, wait, that's const, so dot add, and then we would want to create our cooldown ability data, and we'll create that outside of the block so we can reuse it. Cooldown data, import that cooldown data dot abilities on cool, no, ability dot ability equals ability time remaining, cooldown time remaining, cooldown remaining. Why are you mad? What type are you? My gameplay ability. What? Because it's a T object pointer? Oh, it's a T subclass of. Duh. Okay. Duh. Thanks for the subs, guys. Welcome in, everyone. Good morning. Let me grab the ability class. There it is. So yeah, we're doing instanced per ability here, or per entity. Just gonna copy this. Basically need to do the same thing. So cooldown data. We would want the F abilities on cooldown data. And this way, I mean, I guess if me adding it here is kind of nice, such that the cooldown processor only runs on things that actually exist. Right, because if this isn't added, it's not gonna do anything. Abilities on cooldown, add cooldown data. Okay. Doesn't even make sense. It's like a different language. Oh, you pick it up. You pick it up. And it is kind of a language in a way. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna work. I thought so. Let's write a little function on here. Contains const, give it a T subclass of U ability, no, U my gameplay ability base, ability class. What we'll do is return, yeah, that, except let's create that constructor here. Make a default one, and then make one. Cooldown ability data. We'll make one for both, right? Let's just generate one for both parameters. Constructor, give me both. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Thank you, writer. So ability class. Cooldown, don't care what that is. We need to import there. That's fine, I think. That is fine. Can I do one of these things? I can. Nice. Nice. Okay, so now we can just use that contains function there. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. What are you trying to create, dude? I am trying to rewrite Unreal Engine's gameplay ability system into the ECS that I've been writing, so that it is more efficient. You code so well without ChatGPT or Stack Overflow. Oh, my sweet summer child. Oh, I am a member of the old guard. That's how I've been doing it for a very long time. Although I did learn by Googling my ass off. I did learn by Googling my ass off. But now it's like basically just all my own code. So like all these classes and names and stuff are just like things that I've written for the most part. But yeah, I wrote an ECS because I want to run like my entire game world. I want to run like thousands and thousands and thousands of NPCs at all times, right? Because I want to make the world like actually feel like alive and stuff. A lot of games don't do that because it's technically challenging, and for a lot of games it's just straight up not necessary. Depends on the kind of game you want to make, right? You know, something like Kenshi, if you're familiar with the game, it's a very sandboxy game, but like that game does the same thing from what I understand. I haven't actually played it, but I've watched it quite a bit. But they run the whole world in like, or at least a good portion of it, and it makes for a really interesting game. But yeah, I'm just out here raw dogging this code. No chat jippity. No jippities for me. For the most part, I do use them sometimes. It is C++, yes. There is a pinned comment directly above the box that you type that in that says C++. By the way, just by the way. Yeah, so let's use the constructor for this now. Make it a bit cleaner. Get cooldown time remaining. Does that actually like... Oh yeah, that actually uses the ability system component. We don't want that anymore. We don't want that anymore. Oh, and the GCD. There's a global cooldown too. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Ability system component. Get active gameplay effect. Effect handle. Get gameplay effect handle from class. I'm getting the current... From what? What class am I passing in there? I'm passing in static class here. But that is of... Wait, did this ever actually fucking work? That class is actually an ability. The cooldown time remaining for active effect. Yeah, so this is like the effects that are actually applied. Yeah, so this is where I need to start, like, I suppose, writing that logic out. How do you test while building stuff like this? I run the game. So this should be cooldown time remaining. I mean, I just like, there is a cooldown. Hang on, let me look at this. I forgot what I did for cooldowns. I overrode cooldowns already for an old system because I didn't want to make a gameplay tag for every single cooldown. Get cooldown time, check cooldown. I mean, isn't there just like a parami boy here? Cooldown. Okay. Where are you used at? Okay, fine. I will find usages. This is in apply cooldown. Ah, here it is. This is what I want. So let's make a reusable function here. Flow to get CD time. We'll spell it out. Cooldown time. Get cooldown time. Let me grab, where was it? Right here. Yeah. So let's make that reusable. Well, let's not inline it. Let's not do that. Slap that in there. Get cooldown time. Why are you mad? Because you're not returning anything. That makes sense. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do it that way. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so let's do this here. Get cooldown time, replace that. And we're probably not going to use that at all anymore. We're probably not going to do that anymore. But now I can just get cooldown time. There we go. And I probably will need to pass in actor info in there or something, because I do want my ability modifier effect system to interact with cooldowns as well, so that you can have talents that modify your abilities. You're like, oh, reduce cooldown of, you know, XYZ ability. Excuse me, that was probably kind of loud. My bad. Okay, so we do have the proper cooldown time in there. Now we just need to actually write the cooldown processor. So abilities on cooldown data is going to be, I guess, do I need the activated ability data anymore at this point? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. So I think we just iterate here. Let's do const, or no, we just go f entity, and then give me the abilities on cooldown data. So we are looping through all of these now. Abilities on cooldown data. So I need to do like a for each abilities on cooldown data, abilities on cooldown. And then we're going to say auto, make that a ref because we're going to modify a cooldown ability data, or just say, we'll just say cooldown data. That's explicit enough, right? Cooldown data dot cooldown time remaining, and we're going to minus equals the delta time, I suppose. Delta time. Do I do delta time, or should I just get the world time here? And this is in seconds. Then we'll just say if cooldown data, cooldown time remaining is less than 0. We want to do, so we want to like basically just remove it from the set. Which means if I'm going to modify this set while I'm iterating, we should do a while. So we go int32 I equals 0. We can either reverse iterate. Let's do a for. Let's reverse iterate. Right. Reverse iterate. Because you subtract, remove, subtract. Yeah. Yeah, that should be for R. Oh my god, where did my live templates go? Writer. There we go. Thank you. You wanna reverse iterate if you're gonna remove from it. So that you don't get like an index out of bounds error. And then we can go auto ref cooldown data. There we go. Why are you mad? Abilities on cooldown. What do you? Oh, because it's a set. Can you post a video that teaches me how to code? Yeah, I will post a video that just explicitly teaches you how to code. Dude, there are thousands and thousands of videos on the internet for that. Like you can just type that into YouTube or Google, and you won't need to wait for me to make a video. You are a single Google search away from getting started. Okay, so yeah, this being a set is kind of annoying. I hate iterating over sets. And I guess I would need to do the... I would need to do the iterator. I would either need to put them into a... I would either need to put them into a like an array and then do it afterwards. For auto ref cooldown data that abilities on cooldown cooldown data Incomplete. Oh yeah, I removed it. Okay. Cooldown data. Why not become a software engineer? I am a software engineer. Can you review what you're building for us? I'm working on rewriting the gameplay ability system within Unreal Engine. It's a built-in framework, and it's a little slow for my use case. I can only get up to about 200 NPCs in combat before it drops to like 20 FPS, which is not enough for me. I'm working on an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite, procedural destructible terrain, and AI-generated quests. One where I want to run the whole world to make it feel alive. So I need thousands and thousands of NPCs to be ran at a time, and potentially thousands of NPCs in combat. So yeah, let's I'm just gonna fucking do something like this. I'm just gonna T-array. This is gonna be so naive and dumb. T-array, remove these F cooldown ability data. Remove these dot add cooldown data. Yeah, and then we'll remove these. You can do it. Come on. I know you know what to do, AI. Come on. There we go. There we go. You got the picture. Okay. So yeah, that's all we're gonna do is just each frame use delta time to tick down. Oh, this is a straight banger, guys. This is the best song on the track here. If it's less than or equal to 0. Okay, so that's the cooldown processor. Nice and tight. Nice and tight. Abilities on cooldown remove, and then that way the next time we activate something, we're good to go, basically. I think this is good for... I think this is good for activating the abilities. I guess what I need now is a cancel or end ability processor, right? Because now all of my... Yeah, I'm gonna need to add some piece of data inside my gameplay ability base. I'm gonna need to override probably the end and cancel things here to add the... I'm gonna need a piece of entity data that has a payload to cancel abilities. And there is some difference between end and cancel. End is it ended naturally, like how it was supposed to or something. And then canceling is something interrupted it. So should this piece of data support both of those cases, or should that be two different pieces of data? Do you think software engineering would be replaced by AI? No. Not anytime soon. The job will definitely change, but I don't think it goes away completely by any means. Yeah, so ending and canceling, is that a part of the same? I think so. I think that would be a part of the same, because really I need some callback, right? I need some callback. Yeah, this is where I may need to go back to my notes here. Which are really just my thoughts. These are my schizo thoughts that I just wrote down about replacing this. When do you think the beta would come out? Maybe 20 years. So does the processor call the cancel function on the ability, or does the ability cancel function call the processor? Because I think I do. Let me open up some abilities here. Take a little peek, see here. Well, I guess I have some in C++. Let me look at Ast ability here. For the most part, they're going to get canceled by like other gameplay tags and stuff. Set can be canceled. Forgot I did that. Oof. Oof. Oh, I need to do cost as well. I need to apply the cost as well. That I didn't do. Let me look at, yeah, back to cast ability here. Do I ever call the cancel function? I think I think I do on the ability and MQ. I think I do. End ability in my project. I guess I probably just call the end function. Which, yeah, I guess is just mostly through the... Dude, the ANMQ calculator is going to be... that might need to be its own processor eventually someday. Yeah, because I guess I need to end it when... I end the ability when, like, the animation ends. Okay, so I guess I'm still just thinking, like, do I want the cancel processor to call the abilities cancel function, or do I want the abilities end function to call the to add? I guess the easiest thing with the least amount of replacing would be to make the ability ending the ability add the data. So let's do that for now. End ability. We need to go in here and say entity subsystem q add entity data for the owner entity. This needs to be... Okay, so we need to create our cancel data here. Cancel ability data. Okay, so cancel ability data, and I guess I just want T subclass of my gameplay ability base, or declare. Yeah, I guess that is all I want. And I guess I need a notion of, like, this ability can be canceled. So let me look at that real quick. Cast ability can be canceled. I forgot. I know I had to do something special for that. I made my own version of that, right? My is active. Okay, maybe not. Let me just check if can be canceled, maybe. Say if B was canceled and can be canceled. Or it should be either it wasn't canceled or it can be canceled. Puzzle solving. What are you talking about? My dude just hallucinated a new game. Q add entity data, yeah, so we just need to add F cancel ability data. Cancel data ability class equals static class. We'll set that payload there. Okay, so now I guess you can only cancel one ability. You can only cancel one ability per frame like that. I'll leave it like that for now, because I think right now that there would never be a case where that happens, so we'll leave it like that for now. And then my cancel abilities processor. I just wrote you. Why did you close? Did I write that already? No, I didn't. I wrote the cooldown one. Okay, so new processor time. Okay. I need to fucked up that rename, didn't I? Okay. No core redirect yet. Did that rename the other file? It did. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, so we want to process entities. Okay, and then in here, query with all F cancel ability data. Why did you get rid of that? I wanted that. Dot for each. And then I guess I just want, I guess I don't need the entity. Or no, I would want an optional activated abilities as well. Optional? Yeah, I guess optional. F activated ability data. Okay, and then we'll add that F cancel ability data, which will be a ref cancel ability data, activated ability data, which is optional. Okay, so now we want to go if activated ability data if activated ability data activated ability data dot activated abilities, is this a T set or no, it's a T array? Maybe it should be a T set. I mean, it's a T set of pointer, so that's not going to do anything for me actually. A T set does absolutely nothing. So I need to iterate here for each, yeah, I guess as soon as we find it, we can break from the loop, so we don't need to worry about like iterating backwards or anything. Ability, that is a T object pointer. And I guess I do need the index here, so num to iterate over is that dot num 32, and I'll say if this, which is kind of long, I dot get class equals cancelability. God, that's such a long line. Okay, if those are equal, then we can remove at I and break, and actually just return. I think return. I mean, it doesn't matter because we're returning afterwards anyway, so neither matters. And then cancelability data, well, we would still want to do this at the end, so cancelability data, we want to remove that basically. So let's grab the class here, ability class, there we go. And so, and then we want to, I guess once we get here, we can subsystem. I guess I do need the entity actually. We do want that entity, and then we want this captured. So after we like extract the ability class subsystem, you remove entity data for F cancel ability data on entity. And then I guess this can be const now, activated ability data. And I guess at the end here we'll be like, hey, if this I didn't copy that, give me that. So if this dot is empty, we should queue remove that. Or F activated ability data, right? So we don't iterate over that if there's no activated abilities. We save ourselves a lot of time because there's going to be a ton of entities that we can just skip entirely. Yeah, and we still want to remove there. So that would have been a bug if I didn't move that. So we still want to remove from the cancel ability data, even if there's no active. I don't know. This should never happen. This should never happen, I think. For each year threaded, or that comes later. So this function is running for one entity. This lambda runs for one entity at a time. And then the subsystem internally will handle that with a parallel for running only like, you know, it'll dispatch iterating over all the entities across the different frames automatically, basically. But this function itself will not run multi-threaded. Like, it will run on a bunch of these functions will be happening at the same time. Git class is that reflection. Basically, yeah. Unreal Engine has its own reflection system built on top of C++. Or the class of the player. It is the class of the it is the type class. Yeah. Hey, yo, don't forget to waste your life playing video games. If you enjoyed wasting the time, is it really wasted time at all? How long have you been coding for? Like today or like in my life? Those are both very different answers. Okay, but I think we have our cancel processor, which really all it does is just remove from this activated ability list, right? Why don't you code in Python then use Python? Because I'm using Unreal Engine. What happened here? Oh, I never did that. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this will hopefully work. There's probably some things I forgot. What else do I need to do now? So I guess I need like a effect in my life. I've been since I was like 14 or something like that. So August 16th. Johnson. Welcome in, everyone.
Why are you running?
Thank you for the raid.
Why are you running?
Mango tear?
Mango tear.
What did we first? Oh, Lord.
Show the sheer to the roll. That's cool.
Ladies and
Insane of your
gentlemen,
video game as possible.
we got him. What the dog doing?
Yeah, so I've had Unreal Engine open for like 48 hours because I know I can't recompile because I'm rewriting gas at the moment. I am rewriting the gameplay ability system. But I do have an old build running. Jed, welcome in. Og, thank you for the raid. First of all, I'm unfamiliar, but if you'd like to talk about what you were working on and how your stream went, please do so. If you have anything to show off as well, I'd be happy to. Oh yeah, look at this awesome seed that you came into here. Completely flat, middle of the fucking ocean seed. That's wonderful. No. Oh, it's an assertion. Okay, no. Oh, that was the absolute worst timing. That was the absolute worst timing that something like that could have happened, because now I can't rebuild, I don't think. Well, maybe I can, we'll see. And Hot Reload hasn't shit itself yet? Well, it just did. Well, it just did. But I'm working on an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural terrain and AI generated quests. Oh yeah, let's not have the MyStruct just sitting around. I wrote my own ECS system because I want to run the entire world to make it feel alive and whatnot. And you know, if you build a colony in one section of the world and run over to all the other ones, then I want your colony to still be running. What are you saying to me here? Const? Is that what you're complaining about? Const override, get max range. Wait, you don't override anything? Oh yeah, no, no, so there's a lot broken. There's a lot that's broken. Oh dear, oh dear. So we'll need to try and fix that. I mean, we were kind of getting to a point where I wanted to compile here. Yeah, we don't want ability system components anymore. We're getting rid of those. Friendship ended with... Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Just a smooth brain artist. Hey, a lot of respect for artists. I can't art worth a shit. And that's just how that sentence goes. I'm trying to avoid it, and man's reinventing the wheel. Well, it's not performant enough at a large scale. I can only get about 200 entities in combat before it drops to like 20 FPS. So, yeah, I'm trying to rework it into the ECS system I wrote. A fellow Tim Sweeney enjoyer. Oh boy. Well, you are not among friends because we're Tim Sweeney cursors over here. But yeah, I have to rewrite a lot here. I have to rewrite a lot. Let me look at get max range here. I literally just changed everything. Get max range. Yeah, we're not passing that anymore. Get max range. Owner entity is no longer a thing to be passed in. Yeah, so we're gonna do something like that. So show me, why are you showing me generated files? I don't want that. I do not want that. Where was I such that it was broken? It was in weapon ability, right? Weapon ability. There we go. Yeah, so equipment component we can get that way. Import that. And then we don't need the ability system component anymore. Get owner, get weapon. Get a weapon with owner actor on a weapon ability. Yeah, we can't do that. We don't do that here anymore. Get weapon. You can now do something like this. I don't need the owner actor anymore, because now my abilities are instantiated. So we can, yeah, just do that. Get weapon. So we no longer need source here. Get weapon. Which means we can get rid of this source. And same here. Okay. Now let's get rid of you and you and you. Source, return damage. Yeah, we don't need to do that anymore. Okay. Get owning actor from yeah, get rid of all that. Okay, let's recompile. I am making a game, yes. It bottlenecks with a large amount of interesting entities. It's interesting to know. Yeah, so like my post gameplay effect executes. So basically this character attribute set. Sure, that's one way to get there. This function here, post gameplay effect execute. Like this, you know, this gets called anytime an effect executes, and it was taking like 100 microseconds basically to go through like the whole gas, you know, system, that like whole gas ecosystem to eventually end up here. About 100 microseconds, which, you know, for most games 100% fine, but when you're timesing that by 1,000, that's and it has to happen on the game thread. That's a lot, right? I'm rewriting it into my ECS so that I can parallel process it and run it a lot more efficiently. Sydney Sweeney, maybe? Yeah, I think we can all agree on that. Contains ability. Do I need to like explicitly instantiate that? Yeah, Og, what is your game then? Tell us about your game. Okay, that did seem to be the case there. So yeah, get rid of the ability system component. We don't want that at all. Source, get avatar actor. No, we want we do this. Yeah, we just do this. This is now an entity, an entity interface. Okay, so that looks good there. That's gonna be, what are you complaining about? Where did I add? Oh yeah, we don't have a get visual log status category. Oh my god, I just added so much new data. okay, hang on. Oh, there's so much to do. There's so much to do. Cancel. Data types. Just give me, yeah, give me that. So I have to add this like stupid debug function that's actually super useful, but it's annoying because the compiler gets mad at me if I don't write it in there. Cooldowns, abilities, data. Let's just like not, just to get this up and running quickly, let's just like not fill it out with anything. So at least make sure it has the right name. Oh. So many new data types. So many new data types. Do I even have a game chat? I think I just have bugs. That is the game. It's a feature. Well, mine doesn't even compile, so. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Hi, I am new here. I am greening this. Can I have chance to learn from start? Yes, I'll give you a chance. Go for it. So yeah, I think a lot of this is just going to be... A lot of this is just going to be deleting things that I no longer need. Namely the ability system component, it seems. Which is good news, everyone. Good news. No ability system component needed. Now 100% USDA. ASC free.
Hello.
Wow, another raid. Worm Juice, welcome in. Thank you for the raid.
Why are you running?
Welcome in, everyone.
Why are you running?
Mango Tear. Put it in reverse, Tear. Put him first. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jesus.
we got him. What the dog doing?
Thank you for the raid. Of course, I'm getting the curse of the non-compiling game when getting all the raids, as is expected in game dev. But thank you for the raid nonetheless. What were you working on, and how was your stream? Well, technically, I've had a Steam page for like a year, but at this point, it feels like a game. Well, drop the link, my dude. Drop the link. Do you unload engine projects inside of Rider? It takes like 8 gigs RAM when Rider indexes them, but if you unload, you lose all the intelligence. Yeah, I keep it all in RAM. I keep that shit in RAM. I keep that thing on me. Is target faction attackable? Unresolved external symbol from where? Why are you doing vertical stream? So that I can show on YouTube Shorts. That is not the only stream I have. I multi-stream 3 different streams, 2 of which are horizontal. Where are you complaining from, though? Where are you complaining from? I should delete this function because I don't think I should be using that anymore. Owner ASC is target faction attackable. Yeah, it's not implemented. It's not implemented. So yeah, that'll do that. So yeah, that's gonna do that. My weapon can hit target, is target faction attackable. Do I need that to happen? I think I do. Well, hell yeah, there's a Steam link. Do that. Let me see what you got here. Onibi. Looks cute. I like it. What? Oh, he's a little guy in a duck outfit. A little side duck. Dude, this looks adorable and cozy. Is it like a little puzzle? It does. It looks like a little puzzle game. I love that, dude. This looks sick. I like your wind streakies. I don't know what to call those. That crawling animation is so cute. I can't see it moving, but it looks like it'll be adorable. I love that. Oh, you're a newly born child spirit in like a ducky raincoat. My dog, Moxie, her favorite toy is a little yellow ducky that it's like only has half an eye left, and it only has one leg, and it's just begging for death. But it kind of looks like that. Which I'm not, I don't mean to say that yours looks terrible. I just mean to say it's a little yellow ducky. Yeah, that looks awesome, man. Where's the add to my wish list? Andy Flow Interactive. Wow. I did some material stuff for my race game biomes and shit. Biomes sound cool. Anything you want to show off? .3D puzzle game where you're a ghost that possesses people and objects. That sounds awesome. Don't give him false expectations. Hey, it looks great. And thank you for the subs, guys. Welcome in. I gotta figure out how to replace some of these is target faction attackable. I could just comment them out for now. Is interactable. Let me grab that. We need to replace these here. We're just gonna code directly in the find window. Well, I guess we want the U faction world subsystem. Oh shit, what do I want here? Here, let me write another one of these. Let me write another one of these real quick. Oh shit. Did I need to use that? No, I don't think so. Static bool is, yeah, we're gonna do that, except, yeah, entity to entity. Entity to entity and dust to dust. So instigator, entity, target, entity. Is there not a, I wrote, yeah, there we go. We want that one. Okay. Is target faction attackable? Okay, so now we want to do that in all those places that I've lost. I will recompile and it will tell me where those are. Yeah, I would love to show my game off right now, but currently in the middle of a giant refactor. I just kind of got done with a really good pass at optimizing my ECS, and then my next step was basically to rewrite the gameplay ability system into the ECS. And my first step is to just like essentially just replace the ability system component, which is just like rewriting the life cycle. Rewriting the life cycle part of gas, but still using the assets like the gameplay ability and gameplay effect and whatnot. Okay, so I need to literally get, oh, this is so ugly. Get world, get subsystem, u my entity subsystem. Okay, owner. Is there an entity on here? Don't I have entity passed in here somewhere? I thought I did. Owner ASC get entity. I mean, I guess we still have an entity. And nothing like a 3-line if statement. That's actually just one function. Do I have entity on here? I do, okay. And what was the target? Oh, it was just getting the current target. Oh, that's annoying. So now I would need to... If I don't have the current target... Well, this is... Let me look here. Self ASC is target faction attackable. On the thing, if he can attack me. So that would be like interact action. Dot interact... interacting object, which I would need to cast to an entity interface. Yeah, basically that, except that. Okay, we'll see if that works. Probably not. I ask, what kind of graphics card do you think is suitable for Unreal Engine games? That sounds like a weighted question. Depends on the game. There's not any one answer to that. Yeah, I cannot generalize every single Unreal Engine game. F targetable. Okay, yeah, so we can just do entity subsystem, should already be on here. Entity, and then targets. Do I have current target? Yeah, current targets. Current target dot entity. That looks uggo. Okay. Can we finally compile now? I don't know what a TNT2 is, but I think I get the joke. Oh, you went the opposite way with it. God, look at that beast. Look at that absolute beast. Holy shit. I thought that was like a Titan card or something like that. Like one of the like super Giga Chad cards. It's like like $10,000 or something. What software you use that makes your camera follow the mouse smoothly? That is a OBS plugin called OBS Zoom Follow Mouse. Do you by chance know any cool communities for game devs? Yeah, I don't know. I guess if, yeah, couldn't tell you a single one. Certainly not here, that's for sure. We are compiling now, though, so I can show my game if anyone's still sticking around to see it. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't check in the software and game development section on Twitch at all. That's probably a bad place to go. Okay, can we run now? Can we run? This is going to be very interesting. I'm probably going to get some crashes, to be honest with you. Okay, new seed that's not completely flat. Please, thank you. Can't just play. There is the procedural terrain. There it is. There it is. I spawned in the cave. It's a nice cave. That is a nice cave. I like this little bridge here. You can get to like the other side, potentially. So yeah, here's the procedural terrain. I'm working on an RPG, Colony Sim Roguelite, with procedural destructible terrain, AI-generated quests, and a world that is always online, or at least as much as possible. There's me, right there. I am in Netherworld Gate. Does this look? Oh, hello, sir. I clicked on him, and yeah, it didn't like that, did it? Okay. Yeah, clicking is an ability, so yeah, that makes sense as to why that would be the case. Oh, the entity subsystem was null pointer here. Okay. Yeah, where do I instantiate that? Oh, I set it when right, okay. Can I override the constructor or something? I guess I can go here. View my entity subsystem. Get world. Why are you mad? Yeah, okay, the world's probably not gonna be active at that point, is it? Is it? And it's a U object, so there's no begin play. What other functions do I have here? Yeah, that entity subsystem is not going to always be populated. So I guess it was still trying to activate via the ability system component. I don't think that there's any like initialization function, because like these don't typically get initialized. Okay, so yeah, any ability that I have that just gets activated is gonna crash at the moment. I guess as a shoehorn. We can just do something like this. Get it to work. I wonder, is there a, I know I need to get rid of the ability system component, but maybe just to make this work in the interim, Maybe I can override like the activate ability function or something like that and actually activate it properly to make sure it all works. There's so much in here that needs to be replaced. It's a bit daunting. So this is a long journey we're embarking on here. Like a gameplay attribute value change, listeners. That's gonna be fun. Oh my gosh, man. I am straight up not looking forward to this. Are we good? What's happening here? Okay, we just built the second I looked at it. Are these ones used anymore? The answer is yes. Also, right, I should have deleted that. Now we have to rebuild again. Yeah, so I guess I actually need to hook into the processors I wrote here. What is the... I'll have to take a peek at how I activate my abilities. Let me look at this. Let me look at this. Load abilities. We'll go here. Generate code. Override the... What is it? Activate ability, perhaps? Try activate ability. Oh, there's so many different ones. Okay, yeah, I'll have to find that. Let me see if my like target works still. Oh dear. Okay, the target does work now, which is an ability. Me clicking and targeting something is an ability. Okay. Why are you here? Stop that. Get in, null pointer. Yeah, that'll do that. That will do that, won't it? Yeah, so that's gonna be an issue. Try activate ability is probably what I use. Try activate ability. Ability activation processor. That's, I just wrote that. Yeah, try activate ability seems to be what I need. Is it virtual? No, it's not. Fuck you. God damn it. I have to write my own try activate ability. And it's all by spec anyway, so yeah, that wouldn't have worked. Yeah, I have to write my own, like, activate function. And I guess I'll write that on the ability system component for now. Well, let's do this. We're gonna do entity ability utils. Let's make a static bool, I guess. Activate ability. And then I will want that to be a U function blueprint. callable category entity ability. Sure, that's fine. I am going to want a U object const U object for the entity context. That'll be like my entity interface thing. Activate ability. I guess I will want a T subclass of U my gameplay ability base, ability class, and I guess I would want an ability level too. Ability level. Let me look up the try activate ability. Which is just the spec. And allow remote activation. But I guess the spec kind of has that this other information on it. Okay, so that's going to be our activate ability. Sure. And then what we need to do here is auto entity subsystem, yeah, and then auto entity interface. Give me one moment. $3.99 KFC chicken sandwich. Okay, guys, gotta stop the stream. I gotta go get my 10 a.m. KFC chicken sandwich. Appreciate your... Is the Colonel back? Yes, I am. I am back. If I'm the Colonel. Sure. All of that. But if we do have that, I want to entity subsystem q add entity data for entity interface get entity. and the data being F activate ability data class level. Wait, did I not put level on there, or is it already? It's level. Gotcha. Got it. Activate ability data. Return true. Okay, so that's my new like activate ability function. That's my new activate ability function. There's probably more that I'll need to like update. Probably more that I'll need to have, because I know there's some that need payloads, right? So I guess maybe I can take an optional payload or something. What is it, like F gameplay event data? Is that what it is? Yeah, that's the payload that it usually takes. So I'll take in one of those. Event payload. Can I do that? You gonna let me do that? Nah. That's an optional parameter. Randy boy. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I guess we can just throw that on here. Oh, we need the target data too. Okay, we need the target. So we'll go const f target entity data or declare targetable. Just say target. And that is not blueprintable, I suppose. Oh, we just want f targetable, not target entity data. Got my nose. Thank you for the sub. Welcome in, Fareez. Target. We went target after level there. Yeah, am I gonna be able to do that? Maybe I should make a make target from context object. Yeah, I think I want something like that. So U function blueprint pure category is going to be static f targetable, or I guess static void, and then we'll do the targetable as an output. And so this will be make target from context, the context being an entity context object, and this will be f targetable out to targetable. And then what, I need like a location or something as well on the targetable. I think that's just going to be like an optional thing. Let's do like bool b populate location. Make it false at first, yeah. Yeah, I guess we can do bool. I don't know when I would ever need that, but it's there if I do. Out targetable dot entity equals that if f location entity data entity subsystem. We don't need to return anything there. We can just do. Come on, come. There we go. There we go. All that location data. I fucked that up. Okay. Yeah, that looks poggers. Looks very poggers. So I have a make target from context that I can probably use to populate this F targetable. Let's actually do something with it. Ability data, let's populate the target data dot target equals target. There we go. What else is on here? Literally just target. Okay. Okay, so what else do I need? This event payload. I don't know what to do with it yet. I guess I would just put it on here. Yeah, and it's mainly just for main hand, offhand weapon attacks is the only reason I do that. Let's just rebuild for now. And we'll just start trying to replace. I guess there's all those places in C that I can start replacing here. Ability local input pressed. Yeah, so this is where I guess I go U, entity ability utils. Activate ability. Yeah, we're no longer activating ability specs, so this is going to be fucking weird. Dude, I don't even know. Like, all this is going to need to change, man. Like, all of the input processing. Oof. But, I mean, I think it actually just gets a lot simpler. I think it just gets a lot simpler, though. Like, I think this entire function just gets deleted. What library am I using for this game? I mean, what? Unreal Engine? Are you asking what engine I'm using for the game? It's Unreal Engine. Okay, so let's look for... Can I open all those errored blueprints? Yeah, just open all. We gotta get through these. We gotta get through these bad boys here. That's the issue? Is within range. Yeah, I guess we just don't need that anymore, so that gets a little simpler. Yeah, this apply damage effect to component, that's gonna need to change as well. Oh man, I did so much work on this system. It's kind of sad. Kind of sad to see it go. First time seeing you use blueprints. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been in Noodle Land. Yeah, but this apply damage effect to component probably. Wow, thanks, Ryder. Thank you. Okay, well it still worked, so I don't know what that was about. Apply gameplay effect spec to target. Well, I haven't done. Yeah, I haven't done effects yet. I haven't done effects yet. Oh, that's for the wolf. That's some old code there. Simple char. Yeah, I think you're old as well. Yeah, I don't think you probably have been. You haven't compiled for a while, probably. Toggle auto attack, okay. Ability level, I don't think level matters there. Nor does target or anything. Toggle auto. Actually, well, no, that's just for the toggle ability. Yeah, that's just for the toggle ability. Which shouldn't require a target. How long have I been working on Unreal? About 3 years, almost 3 years. You require target. You shouldn't. You should not. Requires target is false. Okay, good. Good. So there was actually only one place in blueprints like that. But now I need to go and replace all of the tri-activate abilities. Let's start here. This is an easier place. U entity ability utils, activate ability. I guess, what is the context object here? I don't have a context object, I think. I guess I need one that, can I do overridden versions of this? Have you worked with other game engines? I've done a little bit of Unity before, but not a whole lot. Yeah, I would like a overloaded version of this that just takes in the F entity. I forget if you can do overloaded methods in C. I feel like no. I feel like the answer is no. Const is actually what we should do there because it's optional. I feel like this is a no-no. Right, and then I would need the ability subsystem, which is annoying. I would need const u my ability for my entity subsystem. And so in here we do activate ability, entity interface, get entity subsystem. Yeah, all that. Subsystem get entity? No. That's not what we should do. Still not doing anything with the payload yet. This one can be a const ref, yeah. Function is missing const qual. Oh yeah. There we go. Where did you learn to code for Unreal? I just started doing it. There was no single place I went to just learn Unreal. I just, you know, started trying to do stuff and figured it out. Okay. Is that good? Well, let's see if I can. I'm gonna guess I can't overload. I forgot if you can overload. I think it's gonna be mad at me here. Especially because it's a blueprint function too. Yeah. I know it hurts. Just relax for a second. I just you get. Okay, apparently that actually did work. Target data. Do I have target data here? Am I hiring? Sir, what do you think this is? This is just me having. I don't got money to hire someone. This is just a free time project, hobby time project. I guess I can use the make target. Oh, but I need a context object, which I don't have here. Then I just need to get the current target of the entity, I think. F targetable. Entity subsystem, get entity data, F target entity data for entity. Target data. If target data, target equals that. Inline target. Punch it in there. Ability, get class. Ability, get ability level. Yeah, I don't know what level to punch in here. Ability spec to execute. Is there a level on there? Yeah, use that instead. Well, we will still need to update that. Okay, so that one I think is good. Okay, let's go here. This is JetBrains Writer. Oh, and I need to do, these are the gameplay event ones that I need to do as well. So this target actually, let's pop this out. That'll need to go in an outer scope. Payload. Send gameplay event to actor. Auto attack melee. Yeah, I hate it. I kind of hated this decoupling here. Like I get that it's very decoupled, but it's just like when you're trying to figure out how the hell an ability gets activated, you have to go look at, like, you have to remember that they can be activated by events. So I'd rather just be more explicit about it, you know. Oh, we're doing it. Oh, we're doing it twice. I forgot. Yeah, we activate them both. Yeah. Yep. Is it faster than VS? Yes. I think that file is good. Okay, so for this one, this is just gonna be weird. I forgot that I like bound the abilities to like inputs. And I think, did I do that in the action bar component? Yeah. Yes, I did. Set up action bar mappings. Okay, so don't know that I want to replace that part now. I'm doing give ability too. Oh, I need to handle granted abilities as well. Do I want to do that right now? I don't think so. I don't think so. Activatable abilities.items. Get ability, invoke replicated event. I don't know. See, the thing is, it's like, I don't know. I guess let's just try to activate ability from here, because I should have the entity and the entity subsystem. So, but I could just, let's just do this as the context object. Activate ability level, so it'd just be like spec dot level target. Oof. Why is there a I? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. The target. Yeah, so that's going to be... Spec doesn't have like a target or anything on it, does it? It's not like activation info, is it? No. Gameplay event data dot target. Yeah, I guess there's a target there. Okay. So I wanted to make it more modular by being able to pass in the target. And I guess a function to just like get the current target. Does get ability instance always return a valid pointer? Where was that at? Oh, this? Yeah, the spec should have an ability instance on it, yeah. If it doesn't, I have bigger issues. Yeah, I think I just want like a get current target function. Which I don't... Do I have one of those already? I have it in some form. I have it on the ability system. Which I guess I should replace that, right? I don't have it in a... I don't have it in any utils function. So let's make a get current target. Which will be useful for blueprints. So blueprint callable. Blueprint pure. F targetable. Are we doing output like that? What kind of output are we doing? Yeah, we can do F targetable. Get current target. Yeah, context object is good there. And then let's make one. Get current target. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna yell at me. If... Yeah, otherwise... Target data, if target data, return... const. 0 not going to change. It is in that. It is in that context. So get current target. We're just going to return. Yeah. No. I guess I need to if auto entity interface. Okay, that looks good. So now I have a get current target. We should go around and replace every usage of the ability system get current target. Yeah, and then we update the transform as well. What do I want to do about that? I guess let's like make... Let's just... We'll maintain that functionality. I don't like it, but we'll maintain that functionality. And then why did I make a copy? Why did I make a copy? Just now, we should rename this update location. Thank you for the subs. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're having a good Friday. Yeah, we'll just keep it. I think that's fine. We are returning a copy, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Are you in Army? No. Do you think I can learn Java alone from scratch? Yes. It is possible. I don't know if you can, but it is possible. You will be the only one who can answer that question. And you will only answer it by trying. Okay, so now let's delete this. So the code points out where we need to use this at. So U entity ability utils get current target. Passing in the context object. And then here we can get current target. Ability level, just event payload is empty. Okay, so we will see what happens here. UE5 got crazy requirements. I don't really think it's that crazy. I have pretty mid-range hardware. I mean, really all you need is RAM. That's the biggest thing you need. You can dev in Unreal with a pretty shitty graphics card. Okay, let's show me where else things are broken at. ASC get current target, okay. Why am I shouldn't be filling that out here anymore. Yeah, let's not, we're not gonna fill it out here anymore. Delete that. Okay, hang on, rebuild. One year of experience as a career change from data scientist to software development engineer possible, or would it be hard? I don't know, I've never made the change. I'm not you either, so I have no idea how hard it would be for you. The only way you're gonna know is by trying. Yeah, don't waste your life playing video games. Says the guy wasting his life commenting on YouTube Shorts lives. If you enjoyed wasting the time, then I would posit that it wasn't really wasted time at all. Don't tell people to not enjoy things that they enjoy. It's not hurting anyone. Is my player controller... If the current target isn't valid... Is there, do I have an entity on this class? I forget. I don't. Well, I would just get the entity of the character, which I guess I already have. Clear current target. Okay. Yeah, people will straight up say like, hey, you're wasting your life playing video games, but then they'll just get home and like doom scroll TikTok or YouTube Shorts. Or like, just fucking watch Netflix. Just sit on the couch and do fucking nothing. As if that was better than playing video games. You know, where you're actually doing something and making decisions and stuff. Being engaged. Using your brain. Nah, they'll just go home and watch like Fox News or CNN or some shit, you know. Just fucking like a garbage television. Crazy when AI will be doing everything you are typing gonna be wild. AI cannot do everything. What games do you enjoy? I enjoy many different types of games. RPGs, Colony Sims, Roguelites. Some strategy games as well. Yeah, so what do I want to do about the current target here? Get current targets. I guess I don't care if the entity's invalid, because then it will just not get it. Yet. Yeah, I think it's going to be some time until AI does everything. And if you think that's right around the corner, then I don't think that, and I say this as respectfully as possible, I don't think you're very good at anything. If you think that AI is capable of doing everything very soon. And I'm not saying that it won't, you know, replace a lot of things and be used more and more and become more and more, you know, useful and stuff like that. Definitely agree with that, but it's not going to replace everything anytime soon. Next 5 to 10 years. Yeah, I tend to not listen to people who make predictions that far out because I don't think anyone is capable of knowing. So I guess what I'm saying is it's going to be at least that amount of time. With quantum computing and AI, it will be very close. Do you understand what quantum computing is for? I don't think you understand what quantum computing is for. Yeah, anyways, get current target. I guess I'll just grab the entity off the character. Entity, get entity. And then I need, what, entity subsystem? Which I don't have, so get world. Git entity or git subsystem. Auto current target. Why am I checking this though? Like, why am I actually? Hang on. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about whether or not it's valid here because I'm not even interacting with it. Although I do. Hang on. Go back. Copy. Okay. Set current target. Now this. Oh shit. Okay, so we have current target. Yeah, so we want to get rid of the ASC basically. ASC get current target is valid. Ooh, we're doing that in a loop. Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. Although we are setting current target. Am I doing that because set current target will... It does set current target. So yeah, I do think I maybe want to do that every loop. Probably shouldn't, but... We'll try to just maintain the existing functionality. Okay, so where are we at? We are in get target task with the state tree. So we should have entity subsystem already, yeah. And then the context will have the entity on it. Are you working on any other projects other than this one? Nope. What is this cool project going to do? It's an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural destructible terrain and AI-generated quests. That's just for logging. I don't care really. Current target can hit target. Target is target faction attackable? Okay. Yeah, I guess we do pass that in. Okay, let's rebuild again. Developers will always be needed because AI often makes difficult to read code that's hard to fix, change, or improve. Yeah, I mean, people like promoting vibe coding and thinking that, you know, AI writing all code is just right around the corner and stuff have never worked in, you know, a large enough project. Like, I think it's great for narrow use cases or generic use cases or MVPs, you know, or like proof of concepts. You know, it's great to very quickly stand those things up, but like, as soon as you actually need to like maintain an application and actually like build on top of existing functionality, like the more and more you do that, the more difficult it is to vibe code. Like, and I say this as you know, my work had a vibe coding week that I tried to do, you know, and it was very frustrating. It was very frustrating because we have an application that's been built over the course of like, you know, 5+ years, like 7 years. Like we have some even applications that we have built over the course of the past 1 or 2 years, like newer applications. Like it just doesn't get the big picture, and it can't make the right big picture decisions. Like sure, if you ask it to write a very narrow function, it can nail it a lot of the times. But like that never took very long anyway. So you know, vibe prompting and then having to review the code anyway that like also might not be correct and, you know, might not be done the right way. And then potentially having to reprompt and then fix the code anyway. Like, it's just, for a lot of the time, it's not more helpful in a large, mature application, because it just doesn't understand all of the business logic and stuff that you've put in there and why you're doing everything and the architecture, and, you know, it'll just tack on a million things into the same file, which, like, maybe that works, but that's not where it should go. You know, you should make things modular and maintainable and all that stuff. Like, and I'm not saying I don't use AI at all. I do, for sure. Am I good to try this out? No, I am not. No, I am not. There's a lot that's broken here. Oh, wow. Get current target on the ability system component. Okay. Oh, the action bar slots. Yeah, that's gonna be fucko. It's gonna be muy fucko. Should auto attack continue? Oh my god, okay. So I guess the gameplay ability is a context object. Has any matching gameplay tags? Oh man, I need to replace so much here. Well, we will just continue to try to do it in bite-sized pieces though. Okay. Anyone digging the Age of Mythology fucking track here? Let me look at get heal target here. I probably have broken so much. Don't think about it. Just keep plowing ahead. We'll get there when we get there. Lit. Get current target. Probably should have done this part first before I wrote like all the processors and stuff. Wait, that was instigator component. Shit. Did I oh, I didn't actually look at that in the other ones. I was an AoE man myself. I was too. I played AoE a lot more. There's some AoE tracks on here too. My project character should be a entity context object. Thanks for the subs, guys. Welcome. Okay, so action bar Fuxy Wuxo here. So we're getting the ability system component here, which we will want to change that. For now, we can do that. The ability system component is a context object, so that'll work, but like we'll want to get rid of that eventually. Yeah, but I guess this is all like kind of tightly coupled. Can activate ability. Okay, so how am I gonna let the how am I gonna have to do this? I'm going to need can activate ability. Yeah, I'm gonna need to make the code inside of the activation processor more modular. So we do have the can activate ability that is on the ability, but that doesn't check cooldown and all that. So I should probably make those more modular functions. Check cost. That's pretty, I mean, yeah, this part is actually pretty modular. The target one, maybe not so much. That one could be better, but the rest of them are actually pretty fucking modular. Am I crazy for staying away from blueprints except for animations in UI? No, I don't think so. Do what you need to do. Do what's ever best for you. Am I about to end or continue for 1 hour? I think I'll be on for about another hour, maybe a little less. I appreciate everyone hanging out with me today. Appreciate y'all. During the resnactering. I guess I'll play and see what happens. You can still target people. Right click does nothing though. None of my ability. Oh, I never added the processors. I never added the processors to the entity subsystem. And then I guess what needs to be proxy actor, faction, location, attribute entity data. That hasn't been added to the entities. Okay, so I do need to add that. We do need to add that. Entity archetype. Which, like, character defaults, I think maybe goes on there. And then if we have... Wait, I have multiple attribute sets. That's just for sleep and food. That should be modular anyways. So, I mean, this is just kind of an intermediary step. So let's add... Let's add uProperty edit anywhere for the subclass of uAttribute set. We can forward declare that attribute set, and then if that is in there, and I think in proxy actor, spawning that in proxy actor is the move. Spawnability, system component. Yeah, that's gonna need to change. ASC defaults, we have that there, so like... We should change that. Maybe I'll get rid of the... Yeah, I think I'll maybe get rid of the colonist attribute set for now, so they won't be hungry or sleepy. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. So let's grab the character defaults, ASC defaults. No, not that one. Char defaults. Yes, although let's adjust that a little bit there. Char defaults. So let's change this. If char defaults right, attribute set. So char defaults, attribute set. Okay, if char defaults, we'll do and there is an attribute set, we'll try and spawn it, essentially. And then in the ability system defaults, we can now get rid of attributes. Thanks for the sub, Twilight. Welcome. Okay. So I think that's no, I need to add it. I forgot the whole reason I was here is because I wanted to add f attribute set entity, or what is it? Attribute entity data. Yeah. That's the whole reason I came here. Swab Zombie, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Welcome in. Yeah, that. Yeah, that. Okay, so we've done that. I don't need to add any new data. Oh, I need to register the data too. Oh my god, it's such a process. I hate that I have to do that. Like, look at this. Look at this is getting a little ridicky donk. A little ridicky donk, if I do say so myself. So let's just do all of my gameplay data down here. Abilities on cooldown data. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Activated ability data. F attribute entity data. Right, F attribute entity data. F hello. Oh god. F, where did my, hang on, everything just froze for a second. Okay. F attribute entity data, F cancel ability data, F cooldown ability data. Okay. I think that's all the new data I added. I don't know. Okay, yeah, I didn't add any in there. Okay, so we have to register those so we can use them at runtime. So they need to be registered with the system, because the system has to like kind of, this is for handling generics. I need to register them to make the generic to templated version like matchup basically. So I can rebuild now. Activate ability data. Proxy actor entity data. Faction data. Location. Gameplay tag. That already gets added, right? That should already get added. That is on... Did I add that on the archetype? It's forward declared, but not actually here. Where does that get added? Why is that forward declared if I don't use it? Probably in proxy actor. Yeah, we just add it. Just add it in proxy actor. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, if we're like we're opting into the ability system, every entity should have that. Okay, what do we need to replace next? Well, I need to wire up the processors. That's what I was saying before I closed out here. Okay, so close others. And we want to add 2 more processors, which is the activate ability activation processor and the ability cooldown and cancel processor. And so where do I want those in the order of operations here? Init entity definitely should be first. LOD chunk, representation ISM, state tree. moving tag, aggro, invoker. I do think that activation should be before cancel and cooldown. I don't know that I care very much other than they're somewhere in that order. Why are they not moving? Why are none of them moving now? Wait, what just broke? What just broke? All I did was register some data types. Interesting. Oh, I guess I didn't actually add the attribute set to the archetype in the editor. Yeah, what are we doing here? None of these are running. Stage 2 processor's running. Let's rerun this with just like one entity, and I'll check out the entity data. First of all, let's also entity archetype. I hope this one works. Oh, I need to... Yeah, hopefully this one works. Character attribute set. Did that update the... Yes, it did. Cool. Cool. Where's my guy at? Oh, there he is. Okay, now he's moving. Was that just the issue? Why was that an issue? Now they're moving. Oh yeah, they don't have any, they don't have food, so the food is 0, so they're all running around searching for food. The yellow guys don't care about food. Thanks for the sub. Welcome. Welcome. Okay, so let's just spawn me like 2 people. Can I swing? Okay, so let me break point here. Yeah, so that never gets it's never gets called. So let's start tracking things down here. So I guess this would have been in the ability system component. Wrong one. My ability. Yeah, so here. Do we get here? Okay, so we do get to activate ability. Yeah, so we do Q add Entity data. Entity ID is 0. I mean, that's me as the... Oh, I as the player need... I forget I have to manually do my player one. Yeah, so I need to do that. Forgot about that. Is your game possible to make only using blueprints? No, no. Not at the, I don't think the procedural terrain or the ECS parts can be done in blueprints. At least, I mean, you could technically do it, but it's just going to be so unperformant that it won't work in the same way. Okay, so I want to add attribute system data. Entity data, attribute set. Is that the character one? Yeah, we'll add that. You add that. Do I need anything else on here? Attribute set data is required. I mean, I don't think that actually should be required. I feel like that shouldn't actually be required. Check cost and pull. Yeah, let's make that optional. Because I mean, you may want to execute an ability. You may want to execute an ability if you don't have an attribute set. That's fine. It's just like if it costs resources, then you won't be able to because you won't have any. Essentially. Yeah, delete it there. Yeah, and then this, we should just do like... Right, so if we can't, if there's literally no attribute set, then you have 0 of a resource. That makes sense. That'll work nicely. Okay, let's rebuild there. Okay. It's coming together. It's coming together. We're close to being able to activate an ability through the new system, you know, but there's going to be a lot of kinks to iron through once we even get there. Okay. But that way we don't need to worry about spawning the attribute set. I mean, it's nice that we added that, so we just don't have to worry about it. Just don't have to worry about it. Okay. Okay, we got there, yes. There, yes. Okay, do I still have the breakpoint in here? I do. So, what ends up happening there? Let me see. You add entity data, activate ability data. Yeah, so we would have gotten there. Yeah, what doesn't my player character have on him? Oh, he doesn't have proxy actor data. I just need that for the owner actor. Can't activate ability. Let me look this up again. Yeah, I guess I only needed the owner actor because of that, which I changed anyway. So maybe I don't need that. Oof. Oof. I need to change that one. We can change that easy though. Yeah, we need to change all that to get component from object. Same with this one. Up to U, ability, and MQ. Get component from object. We are good there, but we want to pass in just this because it should have, after I spawn it, it should have the entity on it. We should be good to go there. Maybe let me look at a weapon, auto, or melee weapon ability. What fucking abilities do I have? I've forgotten entirely. But don't they have auto? Was it melee? Auto attack ability. There it is. Yeah. So this we want to do with get component from object. With U ability and MQ on it, which we should. There's probably a lot of these. That we need to do that on. And then I don't think we should be passing in the owner actor anymore. Then we won't need proxy actor, which is really nice. What other ranged ability? We just took a look at that. That should be fine. Weapon ability, source ASC, which we shouldn't need anymore. Oh, I guess. I mean, we don't use it for anything. We just do source component. Which why did I look up source ASC when I already have the source component? Anyways, we'll change that in a sec. Ability anim Q, get ability anim, ability Q. Here we go. This is what we need. Basically, anywhere I see a get component by class, that needs to change. Skelly mesh. Interesting. Oh, interesting. On end ability, we have to trigger an event. Okay. I'm gonna kick that one down the road. That's probably not the most important thing. Just making sure the animation gets canceled properly, I suppose. But I guess the owner actor should be the avatar actor now. Because that'll be what the skeletal mesh has on it. Okay, let me look at just my gameplay ability base. Get components, ASC, add ability cooldown. Yeah, those ones are going to be cooldown time. Yeah, we're going to leave those in. Okay, we're not trying to get component otherwise. Okay, so I guess it should be the avatar actor because we need to grab the skeletal mesh, the skeletal mesh. And that's only owning. So this would have only worked for the player. And so I guess we could have optional F represent, what did I call it? Avatar entity data. To get the optional actor representation. If avatar data, yeah, we can do that. And then proxy actor, don't care. The ability can live. I mean, I don't really put it on the subsystem. I don't care where the outer for that lives, honestly. Get rid of proxy actor data. That doesn't make sense. I guess putting an entity representation processor on the player makes more sense. Okay. There won't be a class there. I don't want the avatar processor to have to like. There's no ISM data though, so maybe it won't do it anyway. Okay. I think this is better. I think this is better. What am I missing? Anything else? Activate faction, location, gameplay. Should faction be optional? Otherwise, things without a faction can't execute abilities. So yeah, I think that should be optional. Okay. So should I just say that like something without a faction can just always be attacked? It's always like, I don't know. Is it always hostile or always neutral? Like, I don't know. There should probably be like a default behavior that I can set on each entity. Target, if it requires a target. So this needs to either be, let me check here. We're gonna go bool the is target faction attackable. Is target faction attackable? Faction data is a pointer now, so you're going to be mad at that? Yeah. I guess I by default return false if there's no faction. Alright, return true if there's no target faction. Yeah, and I do attack back only as basically as the default. So let's change this to a pointer. Instigator faction. If there is no instigator faction, return true. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. And then that should resolve now. If we can't target friendly. Yeah, and that. Yeah, okay, so I think that should be good for optional faction data. We do need tag data to execute. Do we need tag data to execute abilities? Do we need location data to execute abilities? I guess we only need that if it requires a target. I mean, like, all of that should probably just be optional. All of it except for activate ability data. Tag, it's like if you don't have tags, like... Yeah, it's just okay, yeah, we should make everything optional, basically. Is this Ryder? Yep. Is within so really this is just if we get here and we don't have data, we're just gonna return. It's invalid at that point. Gameplay tag data satisfies tags requirements. I kind of want to just change this to a gameplay tag container. Container, barely know where. Instigator data. Instigator, we'll just call that instigator tags. Satisfies tag requirements. Now we do something like this, where gameplay tag container equals, yeah, that const reference. Will be very interesting to see how poorly this processor runs. Yeah, I think it's all optional. It's all optional. Let me see here. Get it right. That's a pointer now. Okay. Hopefully I can actually activate an ability today. That would be sick. That would be sick. My goodness, this takes forever. What's my system memory at? I'm doing fine. Ryder's taking up 15 gigs of memory right now. Okay. Finally built here. Play. Can I swing the weapon? Ensure current actor info. Uh-oh. Okay, so it's still not activating. I think. Oh, we've gotten here. Okay. Sick. Show me the activation data. Toggle auto attack. It is there. So at what point? Oh god. Excuse me. Excuse me. So we do call the activate ability. We do call the activate ability. It is being activated like every frame right now. So this is toggle auto attack. Okay, so yeah, we're activating it all right. We are activating it all right. Why am I not removing it? Oh, I guess I never remove it. Yeah, I should do that. Yeah, I should do that. Yeah. Wait, why don't I have... Wait, oh, it's Q remove, Q remove entity data. F activate ability data or entity. Yeah, so just do that at the very end. We should do this before we activate the ability, actually. Because that ability might trigger more abilities to activate, as is the case with the toggle ability. And if we don't remove it first, it's gonna remove the newly added one after it gets added. Dude, this ability was such a pain in the ass to write. I remember it. Oh yeah, we're like, this is probably, yeah, I need to probably change a lot there. Yeah, that ASC is not going to be, there's going to be nothing there basically. Well, no, that one maybe actually should still be. Yes, wait, so current actor info. Does that not get added properly? Yeah, I guess when I activate it, it doesn't, where's the activate? Oh no, I still use the actor info. Interesting. Okay, get owning actor from actor info. It's unknown. So yeah, let me put a breakpoint here. We'll take a peek at the actor info. It's only triggering once, which is good. Owning actor, it's there. Owning actor is there. Owning actor is there. And where was that check happening at? In Git, I guess I need to rebuild to see what's hitting this. That's like expecting, what's expecting this that it isn't populated, such that it's not populated. This is called on the CDO. Oh, yeah, that's the reason why. Or no, that was an assertion for checking if it's called on the CDO. Okay. This is from stop auto attack. Which is in blueprints. Okay. So I'll want to... That's interesting. Like, I have the ability info here, the actor info here. Do I need to... Maybe I should just manually set, just to, like, get this to work. Let's just, like, manually set current actor info on it. No, I can't, because it's protected, of course. Well, nothing that my activate ability can't do. Oh, is it trying to get it off of the current activation info? Is that why? Current actor info is private. It's mutable const. Okay, why I was literally, did I not just search for that and it didn't show up? Okay. Yeah, maybe we do that and we can just plow ahead here. Okay, can we plow ahead? I want to toggle an auto attack. Okay, we have valid info now. Yay. However, okay, yeah, I need to do all the they're gonna crash. Okay, well, we started the ability, as you can see. But the I guess the send gameplay event, yeah, I need to know basically everywhere where that's called, because I need to replace those with activate ability. This should be self, not that. Can something be constant but also mutable? I think mutable just I think that was necessary to say that you can reassign it, but you can't call any non-const functions on it. Ability level, I don't think matters for the ranged ability. The ranged auto attack. Oh boy, there's a lot. Let me copy that. That's gonna be necessary. Now we no longer need to use tags for that, which is nice. We can just pass in the class because I don't want to have to create a tag for every fucking class that I have. Start construct building, yeah. Current target. I don't know that this one needs a target. And we'll want to use that for the context object. Yeah. My AB ALS syndicate. Oh, this is something different. Oh, I forgot I did this. Yeah, okay, that's going to be interesting. Because what does that? It's on the cast ability that, like, listens for events or something. Do I still rely on that? I probably shouldn't. Because we should just be relying on the ability and MQ. Yeah, we're just relying on the ability and MQ now. So I think we can actually delete those. I'm gonna leave them there for now, just for posterity, because this is a big refactor we're doing, so that might need those, but I think I can delete those for the future. Okay, let's see. Okay, I am not attacking. Let's try a different ability. Is owner, actor, authoritative? Okay, yeah, there's a lot that's gonna need to happen. Okay. Okay, this may be where I need to stop for today. I need to go off to work. Yeah, so this is where we're going to need to start getting into the gameplay effects and stuff like that. I could probably still make this work if I shoehorned in the ability system component to the activation processor. The ability activation processor. It's a good start, though. We did get abilities activated. We kind of ironed out a lot of things. A lot is going to be broken. A fucking lot is going to be broken. I was hoping that there would just be like some ability that I can trigger. I mean, I guess the target, like me changing targets, can still work. I enjoyed watching. Well, thank you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you for your sub today. A lot of these are like cast abilities, so they're like just not gonna work. Yeah, basically all of them are cast abilities. You can activate the leave ability. Oh, yeah. And then it's like we try to find, we never end up actually starting it, so there's more that somewhere the toggle auto attack isn't working. If that tells you anything. Yeah, I feel like maybe this isn't working. Or something, maybe the toggle auto attack is... let me throw a breakpoint in here real quick, I just want to see. So we click it once. So this should be the toggle auto attack class. Yeah, and then we go next. Now it's ranged auto attack. Yeah. So we queue add the entity data there. And so what's in my commands here? So I should have 2. Yeah. Of course I can't fucking see the actual data. But yeah, they're happening in the same frame. So I do need like a... Fuck. Okay, so I do need multiple abilities to be able to be activated in the same frame. Unless it's removing the first one. Unless it's removing the first one. Let me look at ability activation processor. Okay, so this is trying to activate the ranged auto attack ability. Did we get through everything? I can just walk through this, I guess. Oh, yeah, we can't activate ability was false there. Yeah. Oh, I guess we need to fucking... we need to remove it anytime we return as well. Otherwise, we're gonna keep reactivating it. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Equipment component is null. The gameplay ability is it's an entity. An entity subsystem. Yeah, it's an entity interface. And we did do the get entity, right? Yeah, it's there. And I should have assigned the owner entity. But why is that false? Or why is that null? It should not be null. Oh well, I'll check that out later. I have to go. Alright, Johnny B. He's working in Unreal Engine. Looks like he's doing some animation stuff. He's working on like a turn-based Dark Souls. So if you haven't checked out Shawnee B before, you should stick around. And that's going to be it for me. So yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate you, and hopefully I'll see you all again this weekend for some more game dev. Take care, everyone, and goodbye.